What's going on, everyone? Last year, the Lakers really found some diamonds in the rough in Stanley Johnson and Wenyen Gabriel. Stanley Johnson made an immediate impact on the defensive end. His shot is a little, wonky. It's not great at times, but he can knock down the outside shot. He's a guy that at least you need to respect slightly. And then Wenyen Gabriel really emerged, although didn't have as much run as Stanley Johnson, although they both are going to very well be key components for this roster this upcoming season. And as such, the Lakers have picked up the option on both of these players, which we already knew. We knew that they were going to pick them up. But this is just the beginning stages of what free agency will be. The big issue with this free agency class is there's not a ton of great free agents outside of like Levine, who we're not going to get, Order Porter Jr., who all intent and purpose seems to be re-signing with the Golden State Warriors. We're very limited. Now, there are a bunch of centers in this free agency, which is great for the Lakers. The Lakers very likely will make out with one or two of these mid-tier centers, which could be hugely beneficial for the Lakers. But these kind of guys are the guys that the Lakers need. They need those young, multi-wing type style players that can guard multiple positions, that can play a small ball five, can play the four, can play the three, step out and guard, smaller players or bigger players. And Stanley Johnson and Wenyen Gabriel both proved that they could do that. So I'm really excited to see how they fit, and hopefully they get some burn and some play time in this upcoming Lakers season. I imagine that they will. I imagine especially these two, if they made the improvements that the Lakers asked them to make. Stanley Johnson needed to work on his shot, obviously. He, again, is kind of hot and cold, but he did have games of real promise. I mean, he had games where he knocked down 3 or 4 3-pointers, and he's still on a team with LeBron James, very likely Russell Westbrook, Anthony Davis, so he's going to get quite a few of wide open threes. And if he can just knock down at a reasonable rate, just knock it down at the league average if you can. Like, that would be perfect, because you have a guy in Stanley Johnson who can guard multiple positions. I mean, he was great on the defensive end for us. He's still very young. He's still a guy that we could have here for the long haul with the Lakers, and he can just be that key component guy, especially the type of player he is. He's the kind of guy that's in demand right now, right? Those long, big, sized wings that can guard multiple positions, that can play multiple positions. Stanley Johnson has kind of developed into this journeyman as of late. Health concerns, just lack of consistency has been a big issue. But if he can find his fit with the Lakers, which he really did seem to find last season, if he can continue that, I really think Stanley Johnson could be huge for the Lakers next season. And just from the defensive end, which is ultimately what we really needed. We didn't really have much problem scoring. We definitely need some shooters, undoubt about that. But the defensive end was a huge problem. We were a huge liability on defense. We were putting up 110 points a game, stuff like that, but we're giving up 115, 120, and we're losing because we don't have guys that could step out. We were too old, things like that. And then we got Stanley Johnson, and he really made an impact. Like, it was very noticeable just because of the roster around us. It was nice to see him kind of get that shine and work his way into having his option picked up by the Lakers and then being guaranteed. So that way, hopefully he can continue that, and then we can re-sign him and continue him on this team for the long haul. I would love to see Stanley Johnson. He was a player I loved in college. Once he got drafted, I was like, man, I really always wanted him to be a Laker, and now he is. I love seeing it, and I really want his success. And then as for Wenyen Gabriel, again, he came in a little later, but immediate impact, a high-energy guy, a guy that the Lakers really needed, and it would have been hugely beneficial to have him be there from the beginning. But now we have him now. We'll have a full season with him. Again, another wing that can play small ball five. He can play the four. He can, step out, guard multiple positions. He's a guy that, again, three-point shot, not really quite there. But the one thing the Lakers told him, we need you to improve on your shooting. We need you to go. If you want to, you want us to opt you back in and you want to be here on the team, we need you to really work on that three-point shot and just be more consistent. So I imagine the Lakers evaluated him and just made sure, like, did you actually do the work? Did you actually put in the effort to do what you need to do? And I imagine that the fact that they are, bringing him back shows that he is. Again, just a guy. You don't have to be lights out. I don't need him to be a 40% three-point shooter. If he can be, then great. But in reality, again, just be league average, 35%, because we have Davis if he's healthy. We have LeBron. We have Westbrook. We're gonna have the scoring. If Kendrick Nunn can come back and be the Miami Heat Kendrick Nunn, there's another 20-point a game scorer. I don't think our issue is going to be scoring this year. I think, again, it's going to be, do we have the energy? Do we have the defense? Do we have those things in place? And Wenyen Gabriel is a guy that can provide those things, that can, be that hustle player, can be that playmaker, for the Lakers, can be the guy, if he can consistently knock down the outside shot, at least make it to where teams have to respect you. That's all I ask, is that, teams can't just leave you wide open in the corner or leave you wide open outside on the perimeter. They have to run out to you because you're respectable enough to actually knock it down. If you can do that, then everything else he provides is more than worth it. Just be league average, because at this point for the Lakers, all we really could ask for is a bunch of guys that are league average that play defense. If we could get that, that is perfect, because I don't see us having issues scoring. But we need to be able to stop these other teams. And I really want to see the Lakers get back to kind of like the 2020 team, where we had size, we had length, we were bigger than most of the teams. We were physical, we were what you want by all those standards. And so with a Wenyen Gabriel, with a Stanley Johnson, you're getting these two guys that are huge. They have size. They can be physical. They can get into you. They can, we can be that team. We can run a team with, 5 big guys, and we're not losing anything as far as scoring and liability. I mean, you can run LeBron at the point, have Anthony Davis at the 5, Johnson at the 3, Gabriel at the 4, maybe have Kendrick Nunn, or if, we get lucky and we can re-sign Malik Monk or something like that. Like, you have this size. All of these guys are switchable guys. Even Anthony Davis can step out to the perimeter and guard smaller guys. Like, LeBron, he can buy. We just have these pieces. And especially if Darvin Ham can get LeBron James to buy in defensively, like he's said, we need you to exert your energy on the defensive end. And Westbrook seems all but, hey, I'm down, let's do it. I'll buy in, whatever you need from me, coach. Like, I love that. His actions so far are showing the positive direction. And if Westbrook can really, just think of all the energy Westbrook has. If Westbrook can exert that energy on the defensive end and be that menace that he could potentially be, then, this team could be really good defensively. They have enough pieces already. We're going to get some more. We're going to get some, lesser wings, stuff like that. But again, if we can have, 10 guys that are just at least league average from 3, but can guard multiple positions and really be a solid defensive team. We can play team defense, all of that stuff. I think the Lakers will be good, because I don't think they're going to struggle scoring with LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Russell Westbrook. Assuming all are healthy, assuming all is right in the world, I think that they'll be in a great position. But anyway, again, as always, this is a discussion, so I want to hear from you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. What do you think about the Lakers re-signing and Wenyen Gabriel and Stanley Johnson? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you think, they're going to make a huge impact on this team? Hopefully, like I said, they've really improved on their shooting, both of them. That's basically the only thing the Lakers ask. You have the defense. You have everything we need. You just need to improve your shooting. And hopefully they were doing the work and putting in the hours to really develop a quality shot. Wenyen Gabriel, he doesn't have a bad looking shot. His shot looks pretty good for his size. And so I do believe that he can knock it down at a reasonable clip. And then same thing for Stanley Johnson. He showed moments where he hit 3 to 5 threes a game. Now, I'm not saying I need him to, knock down 5 threes a game, but if you can knock down at least 3 a game and you can, shut down the guy you're guarding, perfect. That's all I need. I don't need 15 guys that can score 20 points a game, because we have LeBron, we have Westbrook, we have Davis. That's where the bulk of our offense is going to come from. But I just need you to be able to knock down the open shot, because you're going to get a lot of open shots with the big 3 that the Lakers have. And whatever they do with Westbrook, whether they keep him, whether they trade him, nonetheless, your role is still the same. I still need you to knock down the open shot that is created for you by LeBron or by Westbrook, and then just play some solid defense, team defense. These are guys that can play the team defense because they're big, they're solid. They can, guard several positions. They can guard 1 through 5. Especially Johnson. We watched Johnson, guard point guards and guard centers. So that's huge when you have guys like that. They're young, they're hungry, they want to prove themselves. They have all of the recipes to make a successful meal on this Lakers team. So it's something I'm definitely looking forward to. But again, would love to hear your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. One last little shameless plug is I did start As It Stands Lakers. It is a channel just like this, dedicated to only the Lakers, because the Lakers are my favorite team. And on this channel, As It Stands, I talk about all teams, all sports, stuff like that. We have football season coming up, so I'm definitely looking forward to that as well. And I just wanted to make a dedicated channel to the Lakers to give the ins and outs. Now, all the big stuff, all the big news and stuff, I will still post here on this channel. But if you want all the ins and outs and just rumors and theories and just discussions just strictly on the Lakers, link down in the description or in the comment section. Go check out the channel, subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. That being said, hit that like button. Helps me out a lot. Lets me know you enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, followed by the bell notification. Stay up to date with all things sports. Join this wonderful community and all of our discussions. I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you.